entire area pretty much. It's kind of strong. Seems like Nasty are gonna go heavy on the tanks. Interesting. Only I'm very bad is in the plane. Oh god, let's turn those down. That is quite loud. That's a bit too little. So what can happen here is Nasty can get the entire map pretty much under control. That's the wrong one. Frez is trying to get shots and I'm very bad, and he is going to go down. But I'm very bad did bomb Gandalf, which could be good because there's no one on the ground now. So Nasty is going to take A, is going to take B. Actually, Flower is actually pushing through to C, which is, if you got the map like this, it might actually be a good idea. Because if you can get C, you can snipe onto A actually from this angle, and you can control the enemy spawn area right here. So Gandalf is going to come back into a tank. It seems like they dropped their bombs. Cascade is going RTB. Frez is strafing, actually. They have 2 Oswins now, Nasty does. So, you know, Oswin's pretty dangerous targets. Frez is going for a risky one because he is going to get shot at, but he does take out I'm very bad and comes out clean. Egocentrist is going to have a lot of targets to choose from, like Frag or what else is flying. Can't see well. Frez is coming in now as well. And there goes... Oh no, he's still not dead. Wow, I'm surprised he's not dead. He's trying to hide, which makes sense if you just want to get one angle, which is a pretty smart Teddy. I think Frez is going to go down here. There you go. But Frez does take out Ego. Actually, Nero does. Oh god. So what we got going on the map? So they capped C. I'm very bad is going to go A. Zedrox and Botcha took control of A. And where's the ground? Oh, Gandalf is flanking all the way. Might get a shot on Egocentrist. And Frez is coming in to gap C. Which... Oof. Just got shot at by Flower. And it seems like he's going to go down. He doesn't have transmission. He doesn't have a gun. Frez is pretty much dead here. There he goes. It seems like Ego is not having the best day. He got shot through. I don't know, he found a cheeky spot through that tram. That's a pretty gnarly shot from Gandalf. He does have to watch out for Botch and Zetrox pretty much going back. Although Neufels is coming in, so... that's going to be tricky for Nasty because they're going to have 2 angles to worry about. Although Flower is... He's trying to shoot out a plane. It's interesting. I'm going to see if that happens. They're trying to bomb out... Nasty, it seems, with their, I mean, with the air power, pretty much. They pretty much got air domination right now because they didn't spawn any planes, but it does mean they still can. Seems like Zetrox is going to go down by Frag, and Botch is now in a difficult situation because Gandalf can pretty much push with Neo. You know, he doesn't have a turret, so you can't really look both ways. Zetrox might change that, though. He might bomb out, you know, either Gandalf, Neufels, Frez, which is now in a Jagdpanzer. He's going to go for A. And Frag does seem to go to A as well. Ooh. Flower is really defending his point pretty nicely here. Took out Frez as well. So what's going on here? Botcha, I mean, they're staring each other down pretty much. God, that was a bit buggy, wasn't it? Oi oi oi. This is well, this is just waiting where it's the first mistake, and Gandalf is gonna come around the corner and shoot Botcha in the back. Is he not? Oof, he barely misses. Actually, Budget is using this. I like that. He's using the statue here for cover, which is very smart. So Gandalf does need to make his way around to actually get shots on him, but Ego is here, so he can't. No, Frag and Flower are pretty much staring each other down. You can shoot through these buildings, not through the rubble here, but you can shoot through. Let's say you can shoot through this right here. I mean, Flower is pretty much in a defensive position here. He doesn't really need to do much. Just waiting for a frag to come around the corner. Gandalf made his way back around, which is understandable. And Boccia is still using this. I love this, man. He's still using this statue as cover. Ooh, that's risky. Oh, he's got set on fire. And Gandalf took out Ego, so Boccia is in big trouble here. He's gonna get killed by either Gandalf. Yeah, there you go. Got killed by Gandalf. So, and your proxy is gonna take A points. It's gonna take C point as well because Frag did kill Flower. So now Nasty is down to. I don't know if they can spawn much. They spawned so many times already. It seems. Yeah, it seems like they're all out. Boccia spawned in a Panther. Ooh, I'm very bad spawning the Stuka, which Cascade is still up, so I think he sees him incoming. Yeah, he's waiting for him. Pretty smart to keep one guy up if you know you can take both points. I don't know how Flower is gonna manage this. The Panther range is a pain in the ass to kill. Same with the Z-Rocks. He's gonna have so many angles to worry about. Gandalf is in a pretty solid position right now. He can shoot through all these buildings, I believe. Cascade is coming in for I'm very bad. I mean, what can you really do in a Stuka in this position? And I'm very bad goes down. Oh, yeah, he pretty much goes down. Actually, Nasty has a lot more spawns than I thought they had. Let's see. Oh, they died a lot. Yeah, and your proxy, it seemed to. They lost so much map control, but they took it all back, and they didn't die much by doing it. Zedrox does take out Neofel, so that means he could get on the point and stop the bleed. Which they could drag this on till they win. Like they can actually win this if they can drag this out for 6 more minutes. Oh, who just shot who? Flower just shot Frag. Okay. Doesn't do anything. Oof. Unlucky shots, unlucky shots. So Zedrox is gonna. Is he able to cap A? I think he will, yeah. Nefel's really has to rush to stop the cap. And Boccia is in a 1-9, probably batting Cascade. Boccia does seem to just go for the bomb, which is understandable. It's gonna take a. Oh no, that was a. Ooh. Oh, actually, Flower took him out. It's kind of redundant to do that. I think he could have just dropped this bomb and killed Cascade if he really wanted to. And maybe stray frag, which just got kills by Flower. Nice shot, nice shot. Nefel's trying to stop Zedrox. Oh, just get him off the point, I suppose. Well, now it's looking actually pretty bad for any proxy. Right? They don't have lots of points left, and in 4 minutes, 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, like it's gonna be pain. Like they have to kill everybody on their team, which is a possibility, of course. but it doesn't really happen if they're not aggressive. Flower is gonna go back even to maybe cap C as well, which is impressive. And he does take out Gandalf, so he could actually cap C if he really wants to, but they don't need to because Enya Proxy seems out of time. Oh, very, very impressive. Cascade is finally coming in with Neofells trying to kill Zedrox, but it's too late. It's just, they can't win it back. It's way too late for that. They don't have tickets left. It's only 3 minutes left. They have to kill. They have to kill Flower a lot of times, I believe, right? I can't remember on the top of my head how many spawns they have, but there you go. That was interesting. That was a fun match to watch because they did something else for once. They took out just pretty much the whole team in tanks. Besides, damn, who was it again? I think Butch was in the plane at the first moment of the match. So that was interesting to see. I like that match. They took map control very early on, which basically set them on such a ticket advantage that if they can like stall it out long enough, or they can retake the point like they just did, you know, they're gonna win this. So it was a very nice match for Flowerbuck, especially. He held his points like a boss, I would say. He did very well. You know, I not gonna lie, I loved Butchers. Like he was with the monument staring off against the was it Zetrox? I think it was Zetrox, right? I think that was beautiful to see. To see the monument being used as cover. I love that. Like in two different iterations. Gandalf coming in the back, Gandalf coming from the side. I like that, but in the end he did get killed. But still, I love that. It was very interesting to see. So, that's 1-0 for Nasty. I don't know. I don't know who would have won, to be honest. I've never seen both. Well, have I seen any proxy play on this map? I'm not sure. What did they play in the first match? I think it was Normandy. Against Verve. Oh no, it was Berlin, I see, yeah. And any proxy against Verve last match was in Normandy. Yeah. Right. Well, yeah, so we haven't really seen Anya Proxy playing on this map, neither with LMAO Esports, I believe. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we haven't seen them play on this map either, so it's very interesting to see what both teams brought to the table. I love Nasty's approach of bringing pretty much all tanks. So yeah, I think that was a nice showing of Nasty of what they can do. Honestly, yeah, and your proxy has some very competent players. Don't get me wrong, but it was yeah, I love that showing of the monument being used, of the different tactics, like taking all tanks, taking the C point at the start of the match. I love that. That's very interesting. I think next time, what any proxy could do is wait, maybe, like wait and see if Nasty doesn't switch it up, you know, right away and takes all planes. They could wait for that and see if they can spawn all planes or tanks. So, you know, either any proxy spawns all planes and tries to bomb them again, or they, you know, they go with all bombs, for example, or they take out tanks as well to actually get some map control themselves, because that's quite essential, is it not? As you just saw, I mean, A proxy did do a nice push onto was it, yeah, it was C and A. They did do a nice pushback, and they got control of the point, but they lost it again. Even though I don't think they got bombed by JU-87, and I think, was it Cascade? I know it was not Cascade. It was, who was in the plane? I think it was I'm Very Bad again in the plane. Or was Botcha? I don't remember. But someone else was in the plane trying to bomb Gandalf. They missed their bombs, but they still won. So as you see here, you don't always need planes to win this, it seems. Which I like to see. I like to see different tactics being used. Like the last couple of streams, pretty much all the streams, was basically taking out either 4 planes, maybe 1 or 2 with bombs, rest gun pods. We had one match against man, what match was that? Was it TYT against Madman and the no, it was not the group stage. I'm pretty sure it was not. It was the, good God, what was it again? I think, actually, I think it might be. Verve any proxy, Verve Madman. It was in the group stages, yeah. I remember now. So in that match they took 3 planes on each side. That was pretty interesting. So I would love to see what Enyaprox now does to come back from that. And do they take out 4 tanks, or do they take out 4 planes anyways with all bombs? Who knows? Anything can happen at this point. But one thing is for sure, that Nasty's leading with 1 point. So we'll see how that goes into the next match, which starts in 5 minutes or so. Oh, that's so good tea, man. And to everybody that hasn't had good tea ever, just go to like a store, or like a specialist tea store or something, and just get some. It's so worth it. Tea is good. Tea good, yes. There we go, the match is starting again. I like it. It started early. Makes it easier for me. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen now. Now they switched sides, of course, so that could mean that they're gonna do something different. I don't know. Like, the thing with C and B is that with A, B doesn't have a great shot on A. Like, most teams don't really go around here, for example. They don't really go around here. And then again, you just have you can pretty much shoot only this part of the monument. Now, with C, you can pretty much get the entrance, like with Ego or who else is up now? What is this? What's happening? Nessie took out 2 planes now. Same with Air Proxy. There's still 1 guy connecting. There we go. Frez is in the tank. Okay, no, they took 3 planes. What I was saying, on C, you can shoot the entrance, right? You can see people coming in here. So Ego and Zedrock seem to go to A. Frez is going to go B. And Flower is going to go C. So that's going to be interesting. Where's Gandalf? Okay, Gandalf is also going A. What's happening in the air? They're pretty far apart. Yeah, they're just stalling it out basically. Lady and I'm Very Bad are both just waiting for them to maybe drop their bombs, lose some altitude. Which makes sense because Neo and Frag both have bombs, which Flowerbug might eat one. Barely misses. That could be pretty crucial because Flower didn't do a lot last match. Neo still is waiting to drop his bomb. But Lady is gonna come in, so either gotta do it quick or he might die. It's gonna go close. Zedrox is also shooting at Neofells. Ooh. Nice shooting. Oh, the Osman actually got him. Zedrox actually got Neofells, which means they're not gonna get bombs on target. Alright, so Lady is now extending. Because God, Cascade is quite fast though. So let's see what Lady can do. Some shooting. Cascade has gun pots on, which means he's quite a bit more sluggish. Frag is gonna go for I'm very bad, it seems. Yep, makes sense. Cover each other. Gonna go with the head on. Oh, that painful. It's not that bad actually. Just some wing damage, and lost the flap. Cascade is keeping up though, which is quite scary. Let's see what's happening on the ground. Ganov and Neofells are taking control of A. Zedrox and Ego are trying to get A back, of course. Flower is actually fighting Frez. Doesn't seem like he's doing too well, is he? Let me see. Where is Flower? Yeah, he lost a breach. Lost a few crew. He lost more crew. He's getting shot through the tree, which you can do with AP. Heat won't go through that. Ooh. Frag is pretty close to Lady. Ooh, but he is getting tagged. Oh damn, there he goes. I'm very bad to take out Frag. Now it's a 2v1 on air, which could be quite bad for Cascade here. There goes Cascade. He's down by Lady. Alright, so wow, that was pretty wild. Nasty's pretty much leading in kills. They got, well, Flower just died, so they're ahead 1 kill, I suppose. It's just still a close match. It seems like Neofells is gonna get flanked by Ego. Or maybe not. We have to watch out. Oh no. Oh, there goes Neofells. Nice reaction. Flower. Ooh. Frez is actually taking C. Now Flower. Ooh, barely. Frez barely misses him. And Flower seems to go to C. Understandable. Nasty just take A. So they got some pretty strong feet on the map now. Ego could maybe go and see if he can get a shot onto C. Is it worth it? Not really, because you will give up a pretty big position if you leave this side, for example. And Flower does take out Frez, so that means Flower can take the point pretty much for free. Gandalf might get in the way though, although Gandalf is shooting at Ego. Ooh, Ego barely misses Gandalf. Gandalf bounces on Ego. Ego still hasn't done anything to Gandalf. Zedrox and Frag trading shots, it seems. Actually, Zedrox is seems to be killing Frag here. Yeah, shouting down, pretty much all crew down. He is gonna die pretty much. You know, it needs to be a miracle if he doesn't die. Neofells goes down by him very bad. Very nice to see somebody strafe, somebody in the Panther. Well, use of playing that, you're gonna chair it anyways if you want to keep the tank superiority in the ground. But I don't think. Do they need superiority on the ground? They're all not spawning in. They still have plenty of spawns. Let's get this right. Ego, just take out. Was that Gandalf? Yeah, that was Gandalf. Gandalf does go down by Ego. So now Aprox is in a bit of trouble because they don't have any food on the map. Gandalf just spawned, but you know, Flower can pretty shoot him from the spawn. Ooh. Seems like he has spawn protection, so that was pretty lucky because I think that would have killed him. So Gandalf is going to try to make his way around, which makes sense, of course. Now Aprox is all going to go back into plane and see if they can bomb them out. You know, it's pretty much 5 kills if they hit all the bombs. Neofel's coming in for Flower. And Flower does go down. Cascade is still out. Frez is still... I don't know who he's going to go for. Neofel's is going to go over Ego. Ooh, this might be... Ooh, that might be close. Nope. Ego is still lives. So he can counter Gandalf. Flower does shoot out Neofel's. That doesn't look too good for him. Nope, he's down. Frez is gonna kill Lady. And Cascade still has a bomb left. It's still very equal on the cap, on the tickets, it seems. I'm very bad, might get killed here. It's gonna be a suicide bomb. And he does go down. Nice use of the last bomb. So now Flower, I don't know what he's gonna do with the M19. He could kill Gandalf actually. It's a pretty. The M36 is pretty trolley, but it doesn't have that much armor, especially on the side. Ego is gonna go in his B25 with I have no idea how many bombs. I cannot see. It's probably gonna be the 3 1,000-pound bombs. That would make the most sense to me. Zedrox seems to be in a little bit of trouble, and Zedrox does go down. Cascade is in their spawn, so that might be not very good for the B25. They still have B25 and the JU87 left, so yeah, what they just did to Nasty can do back, of course. I don't know what Egocentris is trying to do. Oh, he might wait for Zedrox. Because, you know, they do have Cascade in their Ostwind, which could be pretty bad for them. It's pretty good AA, if I do say so myself. Not best AA, but certainly one of the best at its battle rating. Did lose some of its penetration in... Oh god, that might be a year ago now since the update happened. Maybe a few months at least. It got updated, so it doesn't have as much penetration. Zedrox going in for the double strafe. Seems like he's completely fine. Didn't get hit. Frag is taking A. So that means the tickets are gonna stop. It's 4 minutes left, so... Ooh, I don't know. It's gonna be a close match. If they stay on A. Cascade does take out Zedrox. Ego does seem to have some troubles. He doesn't even open his bomb bay. Or maybe that's just oh, there you go. Drops a bomb. Does take out Cascade. And does go down. Now, I'm very bad. Doesn't have any Ostman shooting him now, so there could be a pretty free bomb on either Frag or Frez. Seems like he's going for Frag. Will that hit? That will hit. So I'm very bad. Takes out frag. Now Frez is the only one holding A, so you know, 2 tanks. They're gonna. I think they're gonna win back A with these 2 tanks. 3 tanks now. Nice strafe on Gandalf on the M36. Very understandable. M36 has no armor on the top, so it's pretty much a free kill. It's not very. It's not looking very good for any proxy, does it? Nasty got a. Is playing very clean, I would say. Yeah, they're doing well. I like. I'm very bad. He's using his planes to strafe out people. I like that. This set Cascade on fire, which is at least a couple of seconds of standing still. Cascade is trying to make it back to A, but he doesn't make it in time. It's pretty much over now. His head rocks just have the angle on him. Yeah, they got this down pretty much. Cascade is getting a shot on the side by Z-Rocks. Yeah, he doesn't have much to do. In front by Lady. Flybugs is trying to make it to B. And Cascade does go down. I think that was a pretty clean match from Nasty. So yeah, it's impressive beating any proxy like that. That was completely clean. That wasn't even. They had a chance the first round, I would say, any proxy with taking back A. But damn, they Nasty really used their planes a lot better, I would say. I like that. I really do like that. I like to see different things in this tournament, which I just saw. So that was a very nice showing of Nasty, what they can do with a different, you know, with a different tactic, pretty much. Taking out more tanks than planes. So, that is 2-0 for Nasty. And they're gonna move through to the... give me 1 sec, boys. Gonna move through to the finals, which is gonna be in maybe like 30 minutes. I might play some music in between because my voice will completely die if I talk for 30 more minutes, maybe even 40 for it to start.